Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Michelle Briggs. I'm a realtor with Strata, Texas. And today's topic, we are talking about things to consider when buying a home. This is part 3. We have completed part 1 and 2. You can find those videos within my Facebook page under videos. And finding my business Facebook page, all you have to do is go into the search bar and type in RELTR, the number 4 and the letter U, and it'll pull my business page. And when you get to my business page, please take a moment to like it and look under videos, and you'll see all of my past videos, all my Tips Tuesdays, the Tasty Thursdays, and you'll find the part 1 and part 2. And you'll find part 3 after we get through recording this. So again, welcome to Briggs and Mortar Heights. My name is Michelle Briggs, Strata, Texas, and we'll go ahead and get started with part 3. Briggs, I'm a realtor with Strata, Texas. So what we're going to be talking about today is ready to make an offer, 4 tips for success, things to avoid after applying for a mortgage, and Americans rank real estate best investment. Thought that was great. And home ownership does matter. All right. Number 1, ready to make an offer? 4 tips for success. Once you and I find your perfect home or the home that you fall in love with, it is now time to make an offer. What we do inside of making that offer, I will run a comparative market analysis, also known as a CMA. I'm going to look at the properties that have sold in the area, the homes that are currently listed in the area. Because we are in a competitive market, we want to make sure that we're making all the right moves. We want to make sure that we're pricing the home and providing that offer that is competitive, compelling to the seller, and a price that's fair. So number 1, determining your price. Again, we are going to look at what has happened in the market area. We look at how many days it's been on the market. Currently with the pandemic, the days on market, they're higher because of what's been going on in our communities. And that is a factor that we take in. However, we are going to be looking at the condition of the property, again, what's recently been sold, what's currently on market. We're going to, each home, depending on the list price of it, you do have a price per square foot. And the CMA, the comparative market analysis, that is a report that you and I will go over, and it shows us list price to the ultimate sales price, the average price of the homes in the area, as well as, it does show maximum and minimum. So it gives us an opportunity to really have an overview of what's been going on immediately in the community of the home that you find. We've talked about pre-approval letters. Part of the earnest money contract, once you and I have determined the offer that we're going to make, we do submit the pre-approval letter with the earnest money contract. Being the realtor for you, we want to have an earnest money contract, as I was saying, that is compelling, competitive, and wants the listing agent and the sellers to go, yes, we'll accept the offer. So that is who I am for you, and working as your partner to create that earnest money contract that in such a way the sellers will accept it. So again, with the pre-approval letter, you're going to be much more prepared. It's going to really allow you to really look at your budget, savings, expenses, and more, and provide that level of confidence when you are submitting that purchase price. Submitting the offer. Again, once we determined your price, I'll draw up the offer. We're going to write up the earnest money contract. You and I will go over that earnest money contract paragraph by paragraph. I want to make sure that you truly understand what you're signing, because the earnest money contract is a legal binding document. We're going to look at items that are going to make your offer stand out. We are in the seller's market currently, because of interest rates being so low. There are so many buyers out there. So what's holding you back? How would it feel to have Thanksgiving and Christmas in your new home? I mean, what would it mean to you to have Thanksgiving and Christmas in your new home? This is a great time to buy. Then once we submit the offer to the listing agent, oftentimes, as your PowerPoint shows, the seller counter offers. This is not unusual. When I submit the earnest money contract on your behalf, I tell my clients, keep your cell phone with you at all times, because this is when it really begins. Because, in the past, I've had a listing agent come back and say, or email me back and request my best offer before noon the following day. So once the offer is submitted and we do receive a counter offer, I immediately will call you and we will discuss what they're submitting. What is the counter offer and their desired changes to create a win-win for you both. So each time this happens, and it can happen multiple times, each time we do make a counter offer, the seller does have the option to accept it, reject it, or counter again. So until the offer is accepted and the seller has signed the earnest money contract, there's a possibility that there will be several counter offers. It is the reality of creating win-wins. So once your offer is approved, Freddie Mac urges you, I urge you, I will recommend it, that you always have an independent home inspection so you truly know the condition of the home. Inspection companies understand how important it is to have the inspection completed within the option period. So when we talk about the option period, that is from the time of acceptance. Normally you'll see it 7 days and it's $25 a day. And that is the time frame where you will have the property inspected. You can have the AC inspected, the foundation inspected, anything that you want inspected, you do that within the option period. And within that option period, if there's anything that you find within the inspection that you don't like, counter offers may happen again. We may look at asking the seller to make some repairs. You have those 7 days to decide if you want to continue with the transaction or terminate. And the only thing that you lose is the option period money, $150, right? You are investing into your home when you purchase the inspection. So I'd rather you spend $500 for an inspection than $250,000 on a house that ends up being a money pit. So investing that $500 to save you $250,000 is very well worth it. Number 4, act fast. You're looking at the chart when I was going over option period. The year-to-date average days on market. So I pulled this from the Houston Association of Realtors stat page. And October of 2019, days to sell median, this average, was 30 days. And then in September of 2020, it's 15. Because, again, the buyer demand has to continue to outpace the supply of homes. So it is a competitive market. Mentioned seller's market. We are well below the 6-month supply that constitutes a seller's market. So currently, if you are watching this and you have a home that you are going to sell to buy the new home, your new home, what we're seeing as current listings on HAR, the properties are getting market price. They are getting their listing price because there's so many homes. I mean, there's not enough homes in the Houston-Harris County market. So again, we have several buyers. It is a great time to buy a home. So act fast. If you find something, make a decision if you want to move forward or continue to look, because that home, every weekend that goes by, there's a high probability that someone's going to purchase it. So something to keep in mind, act fast. So bottom line, hold on, I went too far. So the bottom line is that if you are looking to buy, really look at what is holding you back from purchasing your new home. What's holding you back? Let's have a conversation. So as you are looking for your new home, I will create searches for you. You also have an opportunity to have my branded app at your fingertips. I can text you the branded app. I can email you the branded app. And you have an opportunity to view premium content that's not publicly available on the HAR.com app. You've heard me mention HAR, Houston Association of Realtors. You will have an opportunity to look at sold price for nearby listings and property history reports. And you can receive email alerts that match your search criteria. So when something brand new comes on the market, you'll get an email. You'll know about it. So the QR code, you can hold your phone over that, open it up, that'll pull it up for you. And again, as you're sitting at the doctor's office or dentist office, you can be searching for your new home. Things to avoid after applying for a mortgage. This is so important, because it does impact, ultimately, could be your debt to ratio income. Underwriters for lenders, they have requirements that are there to establish that you do meet the criteria to obtain the loan. You have your pre-approval, and they base that off of your credit and your income that you've shared. Once you submit the offer and it's been approved, your lender does get a copy of that earnest money contract, and that's when they really start looking at everything like a fine-tooth comb, if you will, for your clear to close, also known as CTC. You'll hear a lot of acronyms in the mortgage world. So first thing, do not deposit cash into your bank accounts. Leave everything as is. You have your savings accounts for your down payment, or maybe you have that money sitting in your checking account, but you have that in there from the time of application to close. Because cash is not easily traceable, the lenders do need to know the source of your money. So no large deposits, cash deposits. Be in communication with your lender, your loan officer, if something's needed in moving money around. Number 2, do not make any large purchases like a new car or furniture. I've personally experienced an individual that was so excited about their new home. A few days before closing, they went out and bought, I think it's approximately $15,000 worth of furniture. The day of close, the lender reran their credit, and it popped up, and it made their debt to income ratio higher, and they were not approved for the loan. I never saw that couple again. So I'm not sure ultimately what happened. What I do know is they did not close that day. So don't buy a new car. Don't buy new furniture. Wait till you've already signed the documents for your new home and you have the keys in hand. Don't co-sign for other loans, other loans for anyone. We love our family, and sometimes we do take that on to support them. However, when you are purchasing a home through the loan process, do not co-sign. Wait till after you purchase the home if you want to take that on for your family member or friend or whomever you're going to be co-signing for. Don't change bank accounts. Speak to your loan officer, talk to your lender. They have to track, source your assets. So if there's a necessary change for bank accounts, before you do that, before you transfer money, before you make any changes, please reach out to your loan officer or your lender. Number 5 and 6, these go hand in hand. Do not apply for new credit. Don't close any credit accounts. Really understanding your credit score is important. I mean, knowledge is power, they say. And you want to, you do not want to apply for a new credit card or close a credit account because it may impact your FICO score. Everyone, what's your FICO score? Is it, 780, 650? Lenders look at that. And when you start applying or closing, it does impact. So you may have a 780 and you open a credit account and you have a new line of credit that increases your debt to ratio income, and it may knock your score to 750, whatever that is. I'm not the credit repair person or credit person. However, it does impact your FICO score. That impacts your debt to ratio income, impacts possibly your interest rate. You may have to relock. Credit history is important. They want to know how you've been paying. Have you been paying on time? How have you been late? How much, if you have a credit card that has a $15,000 balance, do you have $11,000 worth of charges on there? And they look at all of that for that final clear to close. When I say they, speaking to your lender. All right, bottom line. Again, any blip in income, assets, or credit should be reviewed and executed in a way that ensures your home loan can still be approved. Communication with your loan officer. They are going to be the ones that can create the best plan for you, and you be able to discuss your intentions with them before you move forward. Again, if you want to change something with your bank account, if you need to deposit money for the down payment, you need to pull it from somewhere to put it in your checking account to get your money order or send your wire. Talk to your loan officer first before you start making any changes. Check out my blog. I have a blog on my Houston Association, my HAR website, and it is not all about real estate. You will learn about the Houston market, like the DIYs, the do's and don'ts, renovations, redecorating. It's a lot of fun. There's so much more than real estate. And this is a particular blog that I posted. Is Houston running out of homes for sale? It was a really good article. So I invite you to take a look at that. You can copy this link. You can email me at Michelle at realtorforyou.com, and I will send you the link to my blog. So I do a few blogs a week, and just sharing articles is primarily about what I find that's going on with Houston market. If there's a renovation or a DIY that I really like, I share that. So you are more than welcome to be a part of that and check out my website. Our final topic for today: Americans rank real estate best investments for 7 years running. You can't, look at the top 4: real estate, stock market, savings account, and gold. From 2012 or 2011, you see 34% for gold is down to 16%. You can't live in gold. I like the note here. Of the 4 listed, real estate is the only investment you can also live in. So 2011 from 14% to 17% for savings account. This is, Americans ranking the best investments, and real estate being 35%, down from 19. So that has the biggest jump. When you are buying your home and you're making your mortgage payments, you're building equity for you, your family, and for your future. So I'm sure you have lots of questions, possibly concerns about the real estate process. I'm here for you. I'm the realtor for you. Last week when we did part 2, I'm your real estate Sherpa. You want that person that understands the process, that can guide you through and making the best decision for you and your family. My mission, we speak about partnership and sustainability. Sustainability is very important. Just because you have a pre-approval letter that says you can purchase a home for $400,000, especially if this is your first home purchase, I'm going to recommend looking at homes around $350,000. As a homeowner, especially, again, a first-time home buyer, there's so much more than just your mortgage payment and your homeowners association. Things happen. So when you're on your path buying your new home, give me a call, #buy below. Say that, contact me to talk more, or type #below, and I'll reach out to you directly. I always invite you to follow me on Instagram and like my Facebook page. All you have to do is search RELTR, the number 4 and the letter U. And that'll pull up my business page, my Instagram account. Pretty much all social media is Realtor for You. I also invite you to tune into the Briggs & Mortar Heights Lives. It's the Tips Tuesdays, the first and third Tuesday at 1 p.m. And every Thursday at 6:30 p.m., I do something fun. I've been doing wine tastings with Tatiana Alonso. She's a wine consultant with Scout and Cellar. And I've decided to change things up in the month of October, and I'm going to do crafts. So I do love doing crafts. I really enjoy them. These are going to be geared towards the kiddos. I'm excited about the first one. If you want to do the craft with me, if you want to grab your little one, Thursday at 6:30, I have the link inside of the event that you can buy all of the supplies. But here's my phone number if you'd like to give me a call, 713-256-5465. My email address, michelle@realtorforyou.com. And that is my fur baby, Bo. When you message me through my Facebook page, you will meet Super Bobot. He always says, who do you know? #who do you know? Call my mom. We love referrals. I hope that through the 3 parts that I've shared with you, that there's something that you've gotten that may have answered a question you have. I do have a buying guide that I can email you. Again, just #buy, #guide, and I will be glad to send that to you via Facebook Messenger or email. It's what's most convenient for you. And again, what's holding you back from buying your new home? How would it feel to have Thanksgiving and Christmas in your new home, making the new memories? I love it. Homeownership does matter. You guys have a great day. #buy, #guide, and I will talk soon. And we'll see you Thursday at 6:30 for our first craft event. Take care.